Long ago in Israel, the Philistine army came to war against Israel across the valley of Eliab. From the Philistines stepped out a giant warrior named Goliath, nearly 3 meters tall and heavily armored. Every day for 40 days, he challenged Israel, shouting, "Choose a man to fight me. If he defeats me, we will serve you. But if I defeat him, you will serve us." King Saul and all the Israelites were terrified, and no soldier dared to fight him. One day, Jesse sent David to bring food to his brothers at the battlefield in the valley of Eliab. When David arrived, he heard Goliath shouting his challenge against Israel. The Israelite soldiers were terrified and ran away in fear. David asked, "Who is this Philistine that he dares to challenge the army of the living God?" The soldiers told him the king would reward whoever defeated Goliath with great riches and the king's daughter in marriage. David's older brother Eliab became angry and accused him of coming only to watch the battle. But David ignored him and kept asking questions. When Saul heard about David's courage, he called for him. David boldly said, "Do not be afraid. I will fight this Philistine." Saul doubted him, saying, "You are only a young man, while he has been a warrior since his youth." David refused to back down. He told Saul, "While guarding my father's sheep, I killed lions and bears that attacked the flock. This Philistine will be like one of them, because he has defied the army of the living God." David said with confidence, "The Lord who rescued me from lions and bears will rescue me from this Philistine." Saul finally replied, "Go, and may the Lord be with you." Saul gave David his own armor, helmet, and sword, but David could barely move in them. He said, "I am not used to these," and took them off. Instead, David picked up his shepherd's staff, chose 5 smooth stones from a stream, placed them in his bag, took his sling, and walked toward Goliath. Goliath mocked David when he saw the young shepherd approaching with only a staff and sling. He shouted, "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" and threatened to kill him. But David answered boldly, "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord. Today the Lord will give you into my hands, and everyone will know that Israel has a God." As Goliath moved forward, David ran toward him, took a stone from his bag, and fired it with his sling. The stone struck Goliath directly in the forehead, and the giant collapsed face down to the ground. So David defeated Goliath with only a sling and a stone. Then David took Goliath's own sword and finished the battle. When the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled, and the armies of Israel chased them in victory. Friends, that is the true story of David and Goliath. David did not win because he was stronger or bigger. He won because he trusted God with all his heart. Do you have a Goliath in your own life? Fear, doubt, or a problem that feels too big? Remember David, and remember that the same God is still with you today.